Hey there, guys. It's Craig, aka Poopy, and I didn't check with my co-host of O3 Drop before I made this video. I know that Chris and Bryce will feel similarly and support me in this. I wanted to talk about a content creator in our space right now that deserves to be the center of the current conversation, and that's Phil from Fabrary. Obviously, a little bait and switch. So today was not a good day for a lot of people in Flesh and Blood. There was probably a lot of anger, a lot of emotions. We all probably wanted to get online and say some regrettable things, or let's be honest, not so regrettable, but we want to say them anyway. And I know I did. Um, I was pretty heated today with what's going on in the Fab space, and I found it comforting to see a lot of people echo my emotions. But what was really helpful to me today was seeing the love that people had for Flesh and Blood, and it came through a year in review. Now, I do think that Phil needs to be canceled for saying that I'm a big fan of Zen. That's out of line. Please email LSS, tell them that Phil must be stopped. But I just wanted to get on here, make a quick video. This isn't going to be long at all. I've recorded it 3 times. It's like always me rambling. But if you were on Blue Sky today, you saw outrage everywhere. And seamlessly mixed, you saw people celebrating the game. As if both things happened completely separate from each other. We were angry and we were so fucking happy to be playing Flesh and Blood. And that's how I feel. I use this website every day. I get no kickback. I have no incentive to get you to subscribe to their Patreon. But I'm telling you, this tool is unlike any other in the TCG space, in my opinion. The spoilers are out so quick that I get mad when they're not programmed on here when they are spoiled. Okay? I've been playing a Katsu deck and a Vincent deck on Talishar, the other goats of the industry, right? That should not, it doesn't, I can print it out on paper and that's the best I can do, but I still get to be able to play it online. Like they do so much work that goes unnoticed. And the fact that they do all that work just for it to culminate in people online being more excited to talk about Flesh and Blood, more excited to share their decks, man, I was happy to see that. I'll be honest, I'm pissed all day. Like I was not happy today. I loved that, right? Again, there's some things that we got to talk about, Phil. Quit it with the Zen shit. I had to explain to my girlfriend why I played 154 games in October. I had to tell her that I recorded every game I played in person, and you and I know that's not true. This is just Talishar. But I had to come up with an excuse, and you're on the hook for that. I don't like lying to her. She knows. But there's more to it, right? This year we have hit 550 subscribers. A relatively a fair number for a small game like this, right? With this kind of content that we're making, that's good. It's insanely good in my opinion to be doing that. Is it insanely good in comparison to other channels? No. No. People got thousands of subscriptions. But we did not know you when we started making this channel, most likely. And you certainly didn't know us. We don't have backing. When we did our first episode, it was 20 people from our local armory who watched it, gave it a thumbs up, maybe shared it. They were super supportive. But you would not know about this channel if it weren't for Fabrary. And you would not know about this channel if we were not patrons. Because we get the ability to post our content just like Flesh and Bad did here, who is grinding Zen. So maybe you could tell them that they love Zen. I've grinded Vincent all year. I play Vincent and Katsu. We're not going to go there, Phil. You and I can. We'll settle that later. But the reason you're seeing creators like Flesh and Bad up here right now, if you have never heard of them, you've never met them, you're not in their local scene, it's because they have a Patreon subscription where they get to be on the front page and be direct to their community. And I can tell you from looking at the statistics that we get our viewers from Fabrary. That is the pipeline. If that pipeline didn't exist, I can't write for the Wraith Times. I can hardly speak. I told you this was the third time I'm recording this. I meant that. Right? This is incredible to me that this is run and that the team behind Fabrary is making their money off of patrons. I know there are some ads, I guess, if you don't have the Patreon subscription, there might be something at the very bottom. But guess what? I would never lose my Patreon subscription. I love this website that much. I've been on it every single day this year. And frankly, it's how I connect with most of my friends. It's how I stay in touch with people. Sharing decks, talking decks. Hey, I made a change. I send the same link 300 times. I don't make a new deck. I just send the same link. Check it now. Check it now. Now it's different. And that's my life. I do that all the time, right? And that brings me a lot of joy. And seeing that it brings other people joy today and that people just love this game so much and that they want to talk about it. I'm not really the type of person to be like, let's get on the positivity train. I want to say some stuff that Jimmy Blanco won't like, I want to say some wild shit, right? I'm poopy because I shit talk. That's what I want to do. But I had enough of it today, man. I saw enough. And I know that everyone else did. And I'll be honest, I watched about 2 hours of that vile video. It was fucking disgusting, man. It's fucking gross. And I'm shouting out Phil, but what I really ought to be doing is shouting out the players in the game who make this a beautiful community. Because I mean, dude, without this community is what it is because of all the people that are from different walks of life than me. I'm tired of talking to bald white dudes. You're tired of talking to bald white dudes. Thank you for watching this one talk about how much he loves this website. But like, thank you for playing this game. Thank you for being excited about this game, right? And thank you for sharing your excitement and talking about what you love, what you don't like. Thank you for posting that they said you played more Levia than anything else, but you actually hate Levia. I thank you for doing that. Thank you for being a part of this. You're not insignificant. You don't make too little money to be valuable. You make this game great. And thank you, Fabrary, for being a voice in the community that supports those values and that helps people get involved. Man, I see so many LGBT creators through this website, through this little square right here that I wouldn't otherwise see. That's the most uplifting thing I can think of, man. I can post all day long about how if you don't understand this social issue or that social issue, then fuck you. But this is actually doing something for people who are creators in this space. There's a lot that needs to be done for the people who aren't creators. But this, I mean, man, I'm rambling again. Keeping it under 10 minutes. We're going to cut it off now. Thank you, Fabrary. Thank you to everyone who was positive today. Thank you for everyone who was sharing your love of the game today. And thank you to everyone who was outraged today. Sincerely. I know. Thank you to both the outraged and the exuberant. We need both. We need to be able to say what's not okay and what's great. And that was all my Blue Sky feed was today. Was everyone's flesh and blood year in review and of course everyone's anger. And so I just wanted to make a quick low production video saying thank you to you guys out there who are passionate about the game and passionate about the community. And that's all I've got to say. Goodbye.